2015 and 2016 saw my mom at her highest and her lowest. Highest in terms of body weight, 110 kilos on a 5'6" frame is quite a sturdy body. Lowest in terms of self-worth and self-esteem. My mom remembers going to visit friends in Cape Town. She had such pain in her left inner thigh. She could hardly walk the airport and was unable to walk on the beach. In hindsight, she knew it was her hip, but was in denial about everything and scared of doctors. She refused to have pictures taken of her and couldn't look at herself in a mirror. For 2 years, this vicious circle of negative self-talk, overeating, and chronic pain continued. Beginning 2018, she decided to do something. She visited her GP and had bloods and x-rays done. Her vitamin D, cholesterol, and blood pressure were huge problems. Her left hip was compromised, but the specialist thought that she needs to wait till her 60s for a procedure. Her weight excluded her from any operation. Challenge number 1. How does she stop inflammation and lose weight, keeping in mind she was not mobile and couldn't do any training? Walking was possible, but hugely painful, especially on ramps, uneven surfaces, and sand. So step number 1, remove all sugars and gluten. Step number 2, turn into the worst label checker in the supermarket aisle. And step number 3, become a banter. Banting is perfect to stop inflammation and has huge health benefits. However, because of the high fat, you don't necessarily go into a calorie deficit, and thus the weight loss will be slow. So her next step was to combine banting with intermittent fasting 16 hours or 18 hours a day, drinking only water. And here she is, 3 years later, 30 kilograms down, and as of April 2021, a brand new hip. The hip socket was completely deteriorated because of hip dysplasia and required a bone graft. Pre-op check showed all of her blood works as normal. That includes blood pressure, cholesterol, and vitamin D. And here she stands, tall, physically and mentally. So if you want to know how my mom lost 30 kilos in 3 years with no exercise, keep watching. What's up, guys? Good morning. I hope everyone is doing well. It's currently just after 11 o'clock. I haven't eaten since last night, I think at 7. And that's what the banters and the fasters do, especially my mom. She takes a 16-hour fasting period, so she eats at 7 at night and then nothing until the next morning at 11. And then she breaks her fasts with basically only protein and fats and a bit of greens like this. So first meal is going to be half an onion, half a tomato, 3 whole eggs that I'm going to mix up in the pan. And obviously, as my excess of fats, I use coconut oil, and that is going to be meal number 1. So okay, guys, and also do not hold back on any of things like salts and peppers because of the excess amount of water the fasters and the banters drink. They wash away all of the essential salts and minerals. So put that thing in. Don't be shy to add a lot of salt to your things because banters usually average about 3 liters of water plus a day. Sure. And there you guys have it. That is meal number 1 at 11 o'clock. And this is the mistake most people do when they fast or bant, is as soon as they fasted for like 16 to 24 hours even, they break their fast with things like takeout or carbs or all of those stuff. When actually you need to do it like this with only using basically protein and fat. And always keep in mind, fats are your key if you are a banter, because that is where you get your energy from. This is half an onion, half a tomato, 3 whole eggs, and a tablespoon of coconut oil. So I'm just going to eat this, and yeah, we can work in a small workout after this. Alright, workout is done, family. My room is a mess, and jeez, look at how my eyes look. Sure, guys, I'm dying here. So I'm just going to work in a whey protein shake. Obviously, my mom did not use any supplements, but whey is allowed, obviously 0 carbs basically, and it is allowed. Anything under 5 grams and under is considered low carb. So, and yes, obviously it hasn't always been this strict for 3 years straight. She did usually have, like, we can say 3 out of her 7 working days, or like weekdays, she did have like cheat meals and stuff to keep her going. Obviously you can't always eat 2 meals a day, because that's how much she eats, basically 3 max a day, but usually it's only 2, and most of the time she does an OMAD 1 meal a day, where she eats 7 o'clock at night, and then only the following day 7 o'clock she eats again at night. So yeah, I'm just going to work in this one, and then I'll check you guys for the second meal of the day, which is also the last one. What's up, you guys? Okay, we're back. Meal number 2. Yes, it's 7 o'clock at night. This is the exact meal my mom is having currently. Sure, if I don't burn, I'm going to try and show you for a bit. This is a cup of veggies, 250 grams of meat, and also 100 grams of rice. It's hard to calculate the exact macros in this, because obviously it's sort of like a stew type of thing. So yeah, but I don't think this meal of mine here is more than 800 max calories. So yeah, and that concludes the whole day of calorie wise 1200 max that I have ingested for the whole day. So I'm gonna eat this up and catch you guys quickly at the end. Focusing, beautiful. Okay, and there you guys have it. 1200 calories for a whole day, and as far as I can remember, my mom basically never exceeded more than 1500, except on like big cheat days or something. But yeah, guys, so if this, guys, did inspire you to start with your journey, and most of the time it's as easy as just making a simple choice. People tend to overcomplicate fitness and thinking, oh, okay, but I don't like training, I can't lose weight, and most of the time just make up excuses to why you can't achieve the dream body you want. When most of the time, just have a look at the things you do have control over. Like my mom, she couldn't train. I mean, she could barely walk, but that didn't stop her. She went out and did the one thing that she can control, and controlled her diet. And yeah, it's been rough, but hey, she did it, and I think now with the new hip and everything, it's only gonna get better. So if you guys did enjoy this, please do leave a like, and once again, massive congrats for the great transformation she did made. 30 kilos in 3 years is well done, especially keeping in mind she didn't train at all. Guys, have an awesome day. I'll check you in the next one. Stay dangerous. Peace.